Hello, 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 and we're back for more What's Up Northern Ontario on this historic day in Canada. We've been live several times today, and we're trying to keep you all apprised of what's going on in Ottawa. The biggest event that this country has ever seen, perhaps any country has ever seen for a protest. Latest word is over 100,000 trucks, over 2 million people, boots on the ground in Ottawa. And we've got one of them joining us right now. Kelly O'Connor is with me in the house, and he's back in his Airbnb. It is bloody cold out there. Let me see if I can get somebody in the back there to check the temperature in Ottawa for me. Can somebody check the temperature and current temperature in Ottawa, please? It's like really cold out there. You keep going out and getting more footage and then running back into your room to get warm because man, it's bloody cold out there, right?
It it is. It's quite cold, and because you're so dressed, every step is like an extra 10 pounds of weight that you're not used to, right? So we go out for about 3 hours, and then come back, have to go to the washroom, etc. It's
Yeah.
live. I wouldn't even call it a freedom protest anymore. It's a festival of freedom. Dancing people everywhere, drum circles, weed burning everywhere, honking horns continuously. We go in the mall and it's like 2018 again, just no mask anywhere other than the employees. Fortunate for them, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
all in at a food court, and they took the chairs away, but everybody just stood around, fine. Yeah, so it's
Wow, they took the chairs away from the food court.
they had to do something to.
Well, I think they're probably already waiting to get inside.
Sorry?
They're probably already not there because you can't eat inside legally yet, right?
Right. So yeah, she's saying maybe because everything's closed, so maybe they weren't there for vaccinated people prior. I'm not sure. That's a
Could
good
be,
point.
could be. I think I've got Yvonne joining us from the convoy. I'm going to add her in. Yvonne, can you hear us? We don't have your camera, but perhaps we've got your voice.
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome.
Did,
Yvonne, you're still in the convoy. Where are you?
we've arrived in Ottawa. A lot of separation of the convoy, so trucks are kind of dispersed all around the Ottawa area. We just came back. We walked into Parliament area, and it's just overwhelming watching all these people are just so happy. It's almost like they're free and they're lighting off fireworks and they're having so much fun out here. It's almost like seeing Canada for what it really is. It's
Freedom.
awesome.
It's like going back in time, eh? It's
Oh
going
my
back 2 years.
gosh.
Beautiful. The love out here is just beautiful, Kim.
We got Hector here with me too.
Hi, Hector. How's it going, man?
Oh, I'm good, sweetie. The love and the peace, the people and the smiles on people's faces are just amazing. The energy down here is just
Incredible.
incredible.
Well, that's awesome. We also have Kelly with us. He's another person that I know on internet. Kelly is from Southern Ontario, and he's out in Ottawa right now as well. And he just went back to his Airbnb to get warm. It's pretty cold out there, eh, guys?
Oh, it's freezing. That's why I turned our camera off because we're actually sitting in the dark of the truck right now. So you wouldn't be able to see us anyway. But we just came back
Right.
to warm up. It's bitter out there with the wind.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. So you guys, what happened with your convoy? They separated you?
Oh, all the way across the eastern convoy. We started out in Lincoln, New Brunswick, where we were meeting up with the boys from Newfoundland and from Nova Scotia. And there was so much love and outpouring of love from people on the overpass that it was actually would have been dangerous for the trucks to come off the highway and come into the truck stop. So they kept that convoy going, and that kind of splintered it off for about the next two exits. But then everybody regrouped that night. just over into Quebec, and they let off fireworks, and oh my God, just and the food, the amount of food that is being provided by people for the truckers. Right now, Kim, as it stands, I still have food in the back of my truck from Lincoln that we've brought to disperse to the truckers. But everybody just has
Wow.
so much, you know.
Wow.
It's
The
it was it's
country's
a
really coming out. The country's
oh my God.
standing up, and everybody's saying, "Hey, we're with you."
Oh my goodness. Like right now where we're sitting, we've got I would say just I don't know, maybe 10 of our trucks in our convoy off on a side road. And I had hopped out at one point because we were just in a gridlock. And I just said to the truckers, I said, if you guys back down this road, we can just sit on this road for a while and regroup. And so here I am in the middle of Ottawa directing these trucks. It was actually quite hilarious. But we got them all lined up, and we've just been sitting here. We're actually on Sussex, right in the heart of the city. It's awesome.
Right in the
People walk
heart.
by here, they'll knock on your window. Hector and I have never had roadside Indian food delivered to us, but they'll knock on the window and they'll say, "You hungry?" And they'll give you food. It's great.
Wow.
Just great.
Wow. This is what we needed. I've
Oh,
been saying for 2 years, we need something to unite us. Everybody, you're fighting for this. This one's fighting for that. The other one's fighting for something else. We need one thing to unite everybody that we can all fight for. And that's what it comes down
absolutely.
to is no mandates. That's the one thing we can all agree on, I think. And the truckers have brought this together.
Oh, for sure. I remember I was starting to get a little discouraged. I don't know if you're aware, Kim, but Hector and I we took our motor home last summer, and we went traveling right across Canada from coast to coast, right out to the island of BC, and then we came all the way back, and we hit all the rallies along the way. So we met a lot of amazing people from various groups. And then we saw some infighting starting amongst the groups. They were disagreeing, and I
Yeah,
got really discouraged. I was like, "Come on, guys, we're all here for the same purpose, right?" So this
that's
is
right.
kind of nice to
That's
see
right.
everybody back on the same page.
That's it. And like I say, this is the one thing we can all definitely agree on. I'm going to play a little clip here. I've got a couple of clips from Kelly from his last venture out that he has given to me. Let's see what we can make play here. What can you tell me about what I'm looking at here, Kelly?
Just
It's a
kind of,
drum ceremony. Oh,
yeah, there's some drums playing in the background, and I just did kind of a circle around just to show the whole crowd. And I think at the time I might have voiced that I thought it was 100,000 people. I don't know if I was smoking crack or what, but no, there's way more, way more. Yeah, maybe in that immediate area, 100,000. Yeah,
100,000 in
but
the immediate area.
yeah,
Oh yeah, jam
and
packed.
at that point we hadn't gone down towards Sussex Drive yet, and just from stand on as far as we had went that direction was onto the hill, and we went to the edge and we looked and we're like, oh shit, it goes all the way down there. So that's when we went down
Yeah,
that way and checked it out. Seen open, went in, had something to eat. Yeah, it was great. It just I was at the Worldwide Freedom Rally last Saturday. Priscilla and I went down to it with some friends of ours, and it was. I've been to a few of them in Toronto, and last weekend you could feel there was a shift, way different
yeah, yeah.
than what
I'm hearing
we're
that
getting right.
from a lot of people. They felt a shift, and it was
Yeah,
within the last 10 days.
yeah, huge, and way less hate. Like when you're on that march, typically people on the sidelines are flipping you off and yelling, and there was barely any of that. So, I
Right.
myself, I since well before going to Worldwide Freedom Day last Saturday, knowing I was going to it, going to it, and then knowing that the trucker kickoff was the next day everywhere. And then for myself, bat wielding maniac incident in our town that I was involved in. And with that, I signed this affidavit to have him charged under 2 criminal charges about the hate speech and inciting violence. And that baseball bat incident was evidence of what he's done to people. And I likely will have to testify. So from the kickoff last Sunday, meeting with that lawyer for that, and then all week knowing we were coming to Ottawa, it's, the shift, you can feel it. And Friday morning before we came, I went to our local Owen Sound kickoff, and it was amazing, right? Like Highway 10 by Owen Sound was lined up, both sides, from Owen Sound right through to Chatsworth, pretty much.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. I've got a second clip from you here that I'm going to play. Let me kill the volume on this and get it started from the beginning again. Here's another clip from Kelly about today's events. It's got a lot of cheering. Let's hear some of the cheering. Yeah, a lot of chatting going on there. A lot of chatting going on. Fuck Trudeau.
Black
Fuck
flags
Trudeau.
are saying the same thing.
There's a few common themes out. And Liberté.
Yeah, Liberté's been chanted a lot. Liberté, fuck Trudeau. There's been several popular chants out there.
Yeah.
Well, coming through Quebec, the Quebecers had a lot to say about Legault too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're getting badly. That whole booth thing, if it's true, I can verify it myself, but seems ridiculous. Yeah. And you know what? If it is true, it kind of ties into last year. Remember how they roped off certain sections and they were like, oh, these goods are non-essential. You can only get groceries and pharmacy. And that was for everybody, right? Now they're applying that restriction to be jab free, right? So it's ridiculous. If I'm in a fucking shitty place mentally and I decide that I need that $5 DVD, that's my essential item. You know what I mean? Or like a freaking frying. If you burn the shit out of one and you can't use it anymore, you need a new frying pan to cook the essential food. Like, come on, people.
That's right.
And this shit. Right. To one of my managers at my work, and I said, you know what? The buck stops with each individual person of what's right and wrong, right? And at some point, people just doing what it is, right? And I hope today is enough that I think I said this before when I was on, but everybody's got to drop the mandates personally, right? You got to stop wearing the mask when you're out.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
We see a lot of stores doing it.
I think a personal feeling for me, what I see with individuals, they've kind of taken on the role of, oh, I've never had power in my life, but now I have some, and I can say, take your mask off, do this, do that. And they've never felt that power before. And it's not just the politicians that don't want to give it away, it's the individuals that don't want to give up that power. And it's until you bring it to their attention, like, hey, you're being an asshole and you need to stop this shit, then they won't stop, right?
Yeah, you've got the 17-year-old punk with a power trip complex standing at the front of a door telling a 45-year-old person that they can't enter without a mask. They feel superior over that person.
Right. Exactly.
Because you gave the store clerks the authority. When did they ever have the authority? The customer was always right. He says they've shifted the power dynamic. But you know what? Most of them think they're doing a job, and some of them, God bless them, they're convinced that they're saving the world, right? Like we're dealing with the mass formation psychosis, but hopefully this will be a lot to break through to some of them, right? And I've said it all
I hope
along.
so.
There's so much of psychology applied to these younger generations that grew up with
Yeah.
social media. They're so afraid to
Yeah.
go against the ridiculed, right? So
Right.
this has been a numbers game, so that once the people that see what we see are enough, and the ones that were on the fence but not brave enough to say anything join us, and now we're a majority, and then that fragile ego bunch will then have to go onto our side, and they'll come up with something stupid like, I knew all along, I just had to because of my job or whatever, right? And then there'll be the small minority that wants to keep this shit, and they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Did
sorry for them people. I feel sorry for the people that did that. You know, to go get a jab, put something in their bodies for just that reason alone, to keep a job. I really
Yeah.
feel sorry
Yeah.
for them.
And
Me
there's a
too.
lot that did. I know personally a lot of people that came to me and they told me, "Oh, I don't have a choice." It's like, yeah, you do. You do have a
yeah.
choice. You're
Oh,
making your
uh,
choice. You
I,
have
I was
chosen.
walking
You have
right up
you,
the
you
hill
have
and down
chosen.
the other side, and the fucking trucks are like 3 wide down at the bottom. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know where my partner went. I said, stick together. I haven't seen him for the last fucking half hour now. All right.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that,
but a
guys.
lot of people got it.
Everybody
Yeah, a lot
knocks
of
on the
people did
window,
get
right?
the jab. Yeah, they got it for to keep their jobs. There are other jobs out there. Sometimes, sticking to your principles means sacrifice. I know that we felt that decision here in my own family. It was a choice. You either get the job or you're going to lose your job. Well, there are other jobs, so you have to decide where you're going to lie on that. What side of the fence are you going to fall? Are you going to give up your freedom of choice? Are you going to give up? Are you going to do something that you don't want to do in order to keep a status on a job? Or are you willing to make a sacrifice, even if that means taking a cut in pay or getting a different job that maybe doesn't pay as well? Or retraining for a new position and learning something new. These are all sacrifices that we have to make in order to stand firm in our decision. So people that tell me I had to get the job, I didn't have a choice, I had to get it to keep my job. No, you made a choice.
That's right.
Just like my family did. My family went the other route. My husband gave up a good paying job and that he's
Yeah.
been at for a long time that took him years to gain that kind of standard in his position. And he had to take a step backwards in time by 10 years on the wage scale. But
Yeah.
he maintained his principles and he's maintained his health.
And when you've got pharmaceutical companies telling you that they need, between 55 and 75 years to come out and tell you the statistics on what damage this stuff is doing to people, that's a red alarm. And you cannot take that jab out of your arm. You need to step back and I think a lot of people,
Right.
because they're so busy, they don't take the time to educate themselves on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Agree
all
with
have a
that
choice
quick.
and we have to make
They
that choice
do.
eventually.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. You're making your choice. Don't don't cop out and say I didn't have a choice because you made a choice.
Yeah. I'm
Even if it's
happy.
for
I'm
your
happy
job.
with mine. I'm happy with my choice,
Yeah, me
right?
too. Me
You know,
too. I can live with our choice. I'm not walking around afraid of what's around the corner because I've put something experimental into my body that I don't know what it's doing.
yeah. I agree, Kim. Totally.
You know?
Uh,
Yeah,
So I'm good with my choice.
I
and
in my
everybody
own
else should be
case,
good with your choice too. They shouldn't be judging you on your choice. Just like I don't judge anybody else on
Yeah.
theirs. You know, I
Yeah,
pray
that's
for
right.
them
And
that,
the people that want to get it, that's fine. Get it. That's your choice. You've made your choice. The only thing that bothers me is the cop out that I didn't have a choice. We all do. We
yeah,
all do.
we
You
do.
made it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. There is a choice.
it's been a long battle for 2 years, like just trying to even talk to people, but people are just so angry. You know, you can't get on social media without somebody attacking you. You
Oh,
know,
that's for sure. That's for
and
sure. People are upset, people are angry and all over the map. And we're all wearing these labels that have been assigned to us by total strangers that read one line and a blurb out of thousands that we print on social media every day. And we're assigned labels by
right,
everybody else based
hell,
on
our
their
prime minister's
opinions, you know.
doing it, right?
It's 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 insane. It really
It
is
is.
insane. Um, the affixing of these labels onto everybody. You're an anti-masker. You're an anti-vaxxer. Oh, you're this, you're that. Oh, you're anti-establishment. Oh, you're not sensitive enough. And the weaponizing of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
That one really gets me.
The misogynistic and racism really got me from the prime minister. It was like, I am
Yeah,
neither nor, you know?
yeah, yeah. Well,
But
no, we're the fringe minority, my dear.
nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think after what I seen today, I think we're no longer the minority.
You think, eh? I don't think we
I
ever
think,
were. It's the
probably
narrative that
not.
they're trying to push. Yeah, it's the narrative that they're trying to push, but we're seeing loud and clear in Ottawa from your some of your videos, Yvonne. I mean, some of Kelly has shared several of his videos with me that I've played throughout the day today. We've been following along with him through his escapades with Priscilla, his lovely other. She supplied me with the last two feeds that we had. Thank you, Sil. It's been an amazing day. We have Tara Simpson boots on the ground. We have Peekaboo, aka my girlfriend, Tara's friend there. And I mean, it's been an amazing day for
Mm-hmm.
everybody involved. We've been following around Pat King as well a lot today.
Right?
Indeed.
I've got some live feeds on my Facebook. You know, feel free to grab a hold of them, or if you want them, Kim, I can send them to you. And I will be around here for tomorrow, and I can go back out and we can do some more stuff live if you want.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go and dig up something to end off the show. We've been on for just another half an hour again. Wanted to touch base on the nighttime situation in Ottawa. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for joining me, and as well to you, uh, Kelly. It's been fantastic sharing your videos and everything that's been going on. I'm not even sure if anybody is live at the moment out there. I'm going to try and scan real quick through my feed here and see if I can see anybody right now who's playing. Speeches in Ottawa. I'm not sure if this is live or not. I think it's not live.
I don't
No,
know if
because it's
you
still
have the
daytime,
Church
so
of
that means
Bubbles,
not live.
Kim. Kim, or do you
Yeah,
have it?
Bubbles, is he online right now?
He probably is. Jim Kerr's been down there live pretty much all day.
Yeah, I've been watching Jim and he's a hoot. I love the bubble bus. The bubble bus is just fantastic. The
Aren't
bubble
they
bus is a
awesome?
whole
We
lot of
actually met them. We met them at the ranch at Freedom Fields when they came up for that Hyperborea event. Really cool people.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Well, sadly, I'm not finding it. So we're just gonna end it out with a little bit of an earlier podcast today. With I've got I've got Pat King up here. I can stick him in here. Hang on a second. Everybody loves Pat, right? It's usually a good one to end off with. Let me see if I can find Pat King in here. There we go. Pushing buttons all over the place here. Running my own
I hope.
feeds. There we go. There's
Has there
Pat, the
been?
man. The man with the plan.
This is crazy.
No shit, it's crazy.
This is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear the noise and see the people. It's just a fantastic day in Ottawa, a fantastic night to be had in Ottawa. If you are in Ottawa, look for the bubble bus and look for the LED bus as well. There's a mini bus out there today. I seen it going by in North Bay and I couldn't get my camera out fast enough. We were in the car and it was covered from one end to the other in LED lights. Super fantastic. I would love to see some footage of that. If anybody is in the Ottawa area that gets footage of that at nighttime, please send it to me and we will add it to the podcast tomorrow. I'll be going live intermittently all weekend long and into next week, bringing updates live from Ottawa from the Freedom Convoy 2022. Yvonne and Hector, thank you so much for joining us and filling us in on what's going on with the Montreal and the East Coast leg of the convoy joining into Ottawa. Hope you guys aren't stuck on the side of the road very long and you can find a place to sleep. Kelly, you and your lovely other Priscilla, I'm sure I will see you out there tomorrow once again, and we'll stream some more of your videos. And to all of the reporters that chimed in throughout the day today, thank you so much for your time and for your participation in bringing the masses the information live from on the scene in Ottawa. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, to What's Up, Northern Ontario, and we will see you all tomorrow. Stay warm out there, Ottawa. Peace out.